Hour with late breaking news tonight as the Pima County Sheriff's Office is confirming an armed home invasion. It happened east of 3 Points just off Aho Road, and KLD News 13 Sonu Wasu joins us live from that area now with the details. Sonu?
That's right. This is about as close as sheriff's officials will let us get, but the crime scene is right behind me over there. We're in the 3 Points area off of Sandario Road. This is pretty much out in the desert here. You have to get on a couple dirt roads to get to the home back out here in the desert. Now, right now, this is a very active crime scene. Sheriff's deputies and detectives out here with tracking dogs looking for any evidence the suspects may have left behind. Now, the home invasion took place in that white mobile home you see over there. It's got a green swamp cooler on the roof, and right now what we can tell you is the homeowner did have a gun. She did fire at these suspects. There was a shootout between these robbers and the homeowner, and the homeowner, we're told, did get shot in this shootout. She has now been taken to the hospital by helicopter. Now, we just talked to a neighbor who said that she knows the couple that lives in that home, the victims of this home invasion, and here's what she had to say.
My heart breaks for them both. And I'll pray she's okay. And I'll pray Richard will be okay and be able to handle it.
Are you disgusted with these robbers?
Yeah. They don't want to come to this house.
Like that?
They'll get shot too.
Many neighbors out in this area feeling uneasy tonight, knowing that these suspects are still out on the loose. We're waiting for the sheriff's PIO to get here right now. Information very limited at this time, but we are working to get details, and we're working to find out how this victim is doing at this time, and we'll have much more for you as we learn more. Reporting live in 3 Points, Sonu Wasu, KOLD News 13, live local late breaking.
All right, thanks, Sonu. And Right now, Pima County investigators are still out at the scene of a violent home invasion in 3 Points.
It happened in the 9,000 block of South Desert Wells Road just off Sandario. KOLD News 13 Sonu Wasu is live at the scene with the latest on the investigation. Sonu?
Well, Dan, Teresa, this is a very remote area. You can see these homes are located off a dirt road here in the county. This is a very active crime scene right now. Detectives still hard at work processing evidence here at the scene. They've been out here for almost 7 hours now. And just after 3 o'clock this afternoon, this was the scene of a violent gunfight, one in which the homeowner, a 61-year-old woman, ended up getting shot.
When I heard she got shot, I just cried. And then when Life Flight came in, I just started praying.
Gunfire shattered the peace in this remote residential area of Pima County, where authorities say a woman living in this mobile home was forced to pick up her gun and fight for her life.
What we can tell from looking at the scene is that there was an exchange of gunfire. Multiple shots were fired at the location, but otherwise the information that we have is very limited.
Investigators say the bullets pierced the wall of the home. Multiple shell casings found all over the property. It's an area where neighbors typically keep an eye out for each other. Today, Sandy Sutton says they did notice something out of the ordinary.
My husband said when they went by the first time their windows were up and they were very dark tinted where you couldn't see anybody in them. When he went out, the driver's window was down, and the only person I saw in the vehicle was the driver. He was going so fast we couldn't get a license number even. Going so fast, just swerving and kicking up. That's where we couldn't.
Tonight, as the investigation continues, neighbors tell me they're double-checking their locks and their guns.
In the country, most of us all hunt, and most of us all have guns, and most of us even have concealed carry permits, even though they're not required in Arizona anymore.
Do you feel safe at home tonight?
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. It's loaded right next to the bed.
Now back out here live at the crime scene. It's going to be a long night for Pima County detectives. Again, they're still out here processing evidence at the scene right now. The victim, I'm told, is in critical condition at the University of Arizona Medical Center at this hour. Detectives still do not know what the motive for this crime is at this hour. They do not know if there was one suspect or several. We don't even know if they actually took anything from the house at this time. They have not had a chance to interview this victim as she has been suffering from a gunshot wound to the chest. Reporting live in 3 Points, Sonu Wasu, KOLD News 13, live local late breaking.
Thanks, Sonu. Tonight, an entire neighborhood on edge following a home invasion near 3 Points.
A 61-year-old woman was shot and wounded after exchanging gunfire with the suspects. It happened in the 9,000 block of South Desert Well. Investigators are still looking for the suspects tonight. KLD News 13 Sonu Wasu is live with the very latest. Sonu.
Well, Teresa, Scott, we're seeing a lot of locked gates out in this neighborhood tonight. Everybody on edge after this home invasion. Now, I did get a chance to speak with the husband of the victim who was shot in this home invasion. He was out here a few moments ago, and he tells me that he believes that this might be a case of mistaken identity. He has no idea why anybody would want to target them and their property. Their home, of course, located right here on Desert Wells Road, which is in a very remote and rural part of Pima County, off of a dirt road here. Now, sheriff's officials are still investigating this crime, and they tell us the 61-year-old victim is in critical but stable condition tonight. Here.
I was working on my truck and I heard gunshots, then I saw the helicopters.
It was a loud and violent gunfight today in the daylight, the telltale signs of the violence visible, the victim's mobile home riddled with bullet holes. One of those bullets hit the victim in the chest. Sheriff's officials say the 61-year-old victim fired back to try to defend herself and her property. It's unknown if the suspect was hit. In this remote part of the county,
This is a very rural area. People have shotguns, pistols, rifles, everything.
residents are locking up and loading up since the home invasion. Dennis Ryan says it's a tight-knit community out here. He describes the victims of this home invasion as a, quote, sweet and simple couple who didn't appear to have much.
A little bit of confusion, didn't understand why it happened, mainly because they're an old elderly couple. And then the next thing was just to prepare, to get ready for any other event that could happen.
How do you prepare?
Arm up and lock up.
Emotions are running high around here.
I carry a 380. I feel bad for her and her husband. I didn't personally know them, but for what they're going through and what her husband must be going through, it's got to be pretty complex.
Now, sheriff's officials do tell me that some residents in this area have reported seeing a gold car leaving this area around the time of this home invasion. They do not know if this car was actually linked to this crime, but they are keeping an eye out for this car, and that's pretty much all we know about these suspects at this time. If you have any information at all, you are urged to contact the sheriff's office or call 88 Crime. They could use any help they can get solving this home invasion here. Reporting live in 3 Point, Sonu Basu, KOLD News 13, live, local, late breaking.
All right, thanks for the update, Sonu. City of Arizona Medical Center.
And this happened a month ago in the 9,000 block of Desert Wells Road off Sandario near 3 Points. The victim fired at the intruders and then was shot when they fired back. New at 10, KOLD News 13 Sonu Wasu is live from the sheriff's office with an update on the victim's condition and the latest on the investigation. Sonu.
Well, Dan, Heather, we've been following this story for a month, and the sheriff's officials just released the 911 call today. It gives us a better picture of the chaos that took place in that woman's home on that cold December day.
911, where is your emergency?
Yes, somebody broke in my house. I've been shot.
The 61-year-old woman was alone in her trailer. Her husband had left just for a few minutes to go get some hay.
And they came into your home?
Yes, they broke into my house. They were calling for Andy. I don't know who Andy is. But
Perhaps a case of mistaken identity? The woman says she has never heard that name before. She fired at the intruders. They fired back, hitting her in the chest. A neighbor describes the scene outside the house.
How many shots did you hear?
too many to count.
Okay.
And there's bullet holes all over this house.
The entire 911 call is about 16 minutes long. For the victim and neighbors, it seemed much longer.
We have the sheriff's department, the medical help on the way, okay?
No. Well, you're not fast enough. Hurry up.
Ma'am, they're coming as fast as they can, okay?
Yeah, we're talking 3 Points, so it was out there, and it took the ambulance and the deputies a little longer to get there.
The victim said the suspects broke down her front door. All she knows is they were two men she had never seen before.
Hurry, please.
Okay, ma'am, we have help already on the way, and the police is on the way as well, okay?
Yes.
I'm going to keep you on the phone, though, right?
Yes.
Now, I'm told that that woman is still in the hospital today, struggling with the injuries from that incident. Now, neighbors have reported seeing a small gold car rushing from the scene of that incident right after they heard the shots fired in that area. If you have any information that can help detectives solve this case, perhaps you saw or heard something, you're urged to call the sheriff's office or 88 Crime. Reporting live from the Pima County Sheriff's Office, Sonu Basu, KOLD News 13, live, local, late breaking.
Sonu, thanks so much.